does it feel good to say this once again. Hey, what's up everyone, it's Rebellion here, and I'm back with a brand new spawn tube tutorial for Black Ops Cold War. Now, before anything, obviously, it's been quite a while since my last upload, but hey, I'm back to making videos. I'm here to pick up where I left off, and the next few videos I have planned, starting with this one, are going to be tutorials for the maps that I've missed out on throughout my absence. Those maps being Miami Strike, Yamantau, however you pronounce that, and Diesel, which is the map I'll be going over in this video. And I have spots ready to show you guys for all three of those maps, but I decided to go with this one first because out of those three, this one seems like the easiest one to tube on, even without using any of the lineups that I'm going to be showing you. So if you don't already know how to tube on this map, then hopefully this tutorial will help you out with that. So with all that said, let's go ahead and get started. So for this map, I'm going to be showing you 8 spots in total. This is the most amount of spots I've ever done for a map. So it's going to be 4 for the attacking side, which will cover all 4 of the possible routes that the defenders could take at the start of the round. And I'll be showing you 4 for the defending side, which will cover 4 possible routes for the attackers to take at the start of the round. And real quick, I want to make a note. I do say this all the time, but again, as a reminder, I am using 120 FOV to show off all of these spots. So if you use anything that's lower than 120 FOV, then the spots may look a little differently for you, and you'll have to make all of the appropriate adjustments. And another note, I apologize for the fan noise, by the way. That is my PlayStation. It's having a hard time running this game because the hardware is getting really old, so please try to disregard that noise in the background throughout the video. So starting off on the attacking side first, this first spot will be how to tube the defenders that run amongst the fence on the far left side of the map as they are headed towards the A-bomb site. So for this spot, what you're going to do is you're going to run and lean up against this cacti right here, and you want to make sure that you have a full view of this specific tree branch right here, because this is what we'll be using to line up our shot. So you're going to notice that there is a branch on the left and a branch on the right, and then there's this branch, these thin branches that kind of cross in between both of them. You're going to aim at the very top of the middle branch that slants downward. So right about there is where you want to line your shot up, the center part of your gun, like so. Once you have this lined up, you're ready to shoot. For attacking spot number 2, this will be how to tube the defenders that take the route that has these large gray cargo containers that also leads to the A-bomb site. So for this spot, we're going to be using the cacti again on this side, and you want to make sure that you have this part of the tree branch visible to you in the middle part of your gun. So as you can see, there's this triangular gap right here amongst these thin tree branches. You basically want to aim in the center part of this opening, or basically where the signal tower is in the background. And make sure you have the center part of your gun lined up in the very center of this gap, like so. And once you have this lined up, you're ready to shoot. For attacking spot number 3, this will be how to tube the defenders that run alongst the left side of the giant rock on the right side of their spawn as they are headed towards the B-bomb site. So for this spot, we're going to be using the cacti again, but this time we're going to be on the left side of it, and you don't want to be too far forward like this. You want to make sure you're a little further back, like right about here. So there are these twigs right here amongst this tree branch that have this little gap in the shape of an oval right here. You basically want to have the center part of your gun placed right above the top part of this little oval gap. So right about here. Once you have yourself lined up, like so, you're ready to shoot. And for attacking spot number 4, this will be how to tube the defenders that run alongst the right side of the giant rock as they are headed towards the road on the far side of the map. So for this spot, we're going to be using the left side of the cacti again. This time we're going to be looking at this little fainted cloud right here. As you can see, there's this little white speck of it at the top that's more visible than the entirety of the cloud, you're going to aim just below that part of the cloud. So right about here, just below that little white speck. And once you have this lined up, you're ready to shoot. Now switching over to the defending side, this first spot will be how to tube the attackers that attempt to go to the far right side of the map by running behind this back side of the orange house right here. So for all of these spots I'm going to be showing you on this side of the map, we're going to be utilizing this corner right here by standing right above this small cactus right here. So from here, as you're ADSing, you're going to notice that there is this little black triangle that's kind of sticking out from behind the tallest part of these mountains. That kind of looks like it's out of place. You want the center part of your gun's iron sight to be just covering that part of the mountain right there. Like so, and from here you're ready to shoot. For defending spot number 2, this will be how to tube the attackers that attempt to go straight forward at the start of the round, as they are running through the narrow walkway in between both the pink and orange houses as they are headed towards the center of the map. So for this spot, we're going to again utilize this back corner right here. We're going to turn around while ADSing. You're going to pay attention to this lower part of the mountain right here, and where this little cloud and this mountain meet is where you want the center part of your gun to be lined up with. So right about here, and once you have this lined up, you're ready to shoot. For defending spot number 3, this will be how to tube the attackers that run up the stairs behind the pink house and attempt to get an overview of the road side of the map. So for this spot, we're going to again run into the corner back here, and while ADSing, you're going to want this little cloud right here to be placed in the corner on the outer frame of your gun on the right side. So specifically this part of your gun's frame, you want the cloud to be placed right in the corner. Just like that. And this is one of those spots where if you're using something other than 120 FOV, then the lineup for this will be different for you. So you'll have to make the appropriate adjustments according to whatever your FOV setting is. So again, with this little cloud right here on the outer part of your gun's frame in the corner, once you have this lineup, you're ready to shoot. And finally, for defending spot number 4, this will be how to tube the attackers that run towards the left side of the map where the road is and are headed towards the B-bomb site on either the left or right side of the guardrail. So for this spot, once again, we're going to be in this back corner right here, and while ADSing, we're going to look at the clouds on the right side again, but this time instead of the little one, we're going to be looking at the bigger one on the right side right here, and we're going to have that placed just underneath the 300 marker on the right side of your gun's frame, just like so. So again, this is another spot where if you're using an FOV setting that's lower than 120, then the lineup for this will look a lot different for you, so you'll have to make the appropriate adjustments according to your FOV setting. So again, once you have this cloud just below the 300 marker, you're ready to shoot. I appreciate all of you that made it to the end of this video. If you liked what you saw and found these spots helpful in any way, please consider giving this video a big ol' thumbs up. And if you want to see more tutorials like this and other videos of me using the M79 in Black Ops Cold War, then please consider subscribing to the channel as well if you have not already. Now I know I addressed this in my last community post, but I gotta say again, thank you to everyone that reached out to me and left me kind words. At the start of my break, I know the break kind of seemed out of nowhere, but I really felt like I needed it, and I think every YouTuber needs a break. So if you're a YouTuber and you're watching this and you feel like you need to step away from making videos for a while, then don't be afraid to do so. You'll feel really good about everything by the end of it. I promise you that. So, with all that said, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Peace out.
I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne.